This is the Texas Weather Outlook video for Monday, July the 17th. Partly cloudy here and there. We still have some clouds here and there. That's what's mainly keeping us below 100 degrees right now. Maybe a stray storm or two in the afternoon can't be ruled out, but after today, the weather will trend drier, hotter, and sweatier, as this will be the main story for this week. But first, let's take a look at the water vapor satellite loop. You can see a few clouds here and there, and I can't really show this to you, but right now there's just a little bit of some of the weakness in the ridge that we have right now, which may be opening the door for a isolated to scattered convection, mainly in the south. This is the radar snapshot at 1:57. You can see a few scattered to isolated showers and storms around the Clean Waco area towards Franklin, Rosebud, Marlin, and Salado and Bartlett, and points to the south. And for us, we might see some of that convection, but mainly in the form of a stray shower or two. So we shouldn't have that many issues with rain in our area. But let's take a look at the temperatures at midday today. Arlington 92, DFW 92, Love Field 93. And temperatures in this map range from 90 to 94, actually 88 to 94 in Possum Kingdom Lake. Already starting to trend hotter throughout the day. First, let's take a look at our current drought monitor. This was actually released Thursday, July 13th, and very glad that none of Central Texas is in any kind of drought. That is remarkable for this summer, but we're just going to have to see how this changes with time as we approach the peak of the dog days of summer. Let's take a look at the watch warning map. Flash flood watches for parts of Arizona and Nevada. They're in their monsoon season there. Heat issues for parts of the Midwest up towards Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois, and some severe weather concerns in parts of New York and New England and parts of Pennsylvania. Other than that, things are quiet down here. Risk for severe weather today. Here's a convective outlook for the rest of the day. You see the standard slight risk near Minnesota and parts of Wisconsin, and another one near Pennsylvania, New York, and the New England area. And there's a chance that we might see just a little bit of scattered convection here and there. Better chances to the south of us. Here's the high-res HRRR at 3 o'clock. And you can see the better coverage is mainly to the south of us near Waco and Clean, but there's always that chance that we could see some of those showers and storms may creep here and there. They're not going to be scattered in coverage. In fact, they're going to be isolated and very short-lived. But going forward towards tomorrow, nothing is expected in North Texas in terms of precipitation. You can see, but we do have a slight risk from the northern plains to near Wisconsin, near the Great Lakes. And day 3, the same thing on day 3, on Wednesday. Nothing expected in North Texas, but we might see an isolated storm or two to the more east you go. Take a look at the rainfall outlook for the next 7 days, followed through Monday morning of next week. You can see the effects of the upper level ridge that will be in our area. No rain, almost no rain for North Texas. Not just North Texas, also Arkansas, Oklahoma, Mississippi, and some of the adjacent states experiencing the effects of this heat dome that we're about to be in. Take a look at the tropics. Some activities picking up near the Atlantic Basin. We have 2 areas of disturbed weather here. One has a 50-50 chance of developing, and the other one not so great. Now number one, you may be wondering, it may be getting close to the Gulf of Mexico. You want to wonder where it might be going. It's not expected to go towards the Gulf of Mexico. In fact, only one model shows it traveling towards the Gulf of Mexico, but I don't think we should worry about that. It will have a great possibility of missing us to the west. And here's a 5-day outlook. None of these expected to hit the U.S. anytime soon. So let's look at the GFS, the modeling. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock at 500 millibars. 594 heat dome, actually 2 of them taking shape one in the central to southern plains, and one of them in the mountainous regions. And down below that, we should stay dry, mostly sunny. And I think we should stay dry. We may see an isolated storm or two here or there, but the chances are so low, but not even worth mentioning. Highs in the upper 90s on Tuesday. Wednesday is still the same thing, very sunny and hot with highs peaking around 98 to 99. And let's actually go back to the upper air chart on Thursday. You can note that 594 heat dome or heat ring affecting much of the central United States. In fact, affecting much of the United States on that matter. So you can see that 594 ring of fire, as they call it, and down below that, we should stay mostly sunny and hot. And there's always that chance where we could hit the century mark on Thursday, as we approach the dog days of summer. Friday's still sunny, getting hotter. We're still in the extensive heat wave. This is Saturday, still the same thing. Sunday, and a week from today, Monday, July 24th, that's the start of summer band. For us, heights are about where they should be. Again, do note that they're in the West is in a little monsoon season, so heights are coming down, but for us, heights are about where they should be. And down below that, the ridge kind of weakens, so we could see that there's a good chance that we could see some convection up in the central plains, which can kind of break some of that heat. But for us down in North Texas, things are expected to be hot, mostly sunny, and breezy. And here's the end of the forecast period. Take it out to the end of the forecast period on Thursday, July 27th. You can note that some of the effects of the westerlies are reaching down towards the southeast United States, but for us, heights are about where they should be for now, and some indications that we could see some moisture picking up here and there. But I wouldn't believe it too much. This is still voodoo land, and there's a great chance that this won't happen. And there's a good chance that we'll still be in this extensive heat wave. But let's take a look at the numbers for the next 6 days. 97 tomorrow. Now, Wednesday through Sunday, there's a chance that we might see the triple digits for consecutive days as that upper ridge or heat dome takes over our area here. But for the lows in the mid to lower 80s for the rest of this week. That's it for the Texas Weather Outlook video. We'll have more notes on the blog. The next video here around the same time tomorrow afternoon, and be sure to tune into your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Be sure to stay hydrated and cool, and Godspeed.